Far out in the ocean, where the water is as blue as the prettiest cornflower and as clear as crystal, there lived a mermaid princess named Ariel. She lived in a magnificent palace at the bottom of the sea with her father, the Sea King, her 5 elder sisters, and many other merfolk. Ariel was the youngest of the sisters, and she was different from the others. While her sisters loved to swim and play, Ariel was always looking up to the surface, longing to see the world above. She was fascinated by the ships, the birds, and especially the humans. On her 15th birthday, Ariel finally got permission from her father to swim to the surface. As she broke through the waves, she was enchanted by the sights and sounds of the world above. She saw a ship with sails as white as swans' wings and heard the sailors singing. But as she drew closer, a storm brewed, and the ship was tossed about like a toy. Amidst the chaos, Ariel saw a young prince standing on the deck. He was tall and handsome, with eyes as blue as the sea. Just as Ariel reached out to save him, a massive wave crashed down, and the prince was swept overboard. Without thinking, Ariel dived into the water and brought the prince to shore. She sang to him, willing him to live, and then disappeared into the sea before anyone could see her. Back in her palace, Ariel couldn't stop thinking about the prince. She asked her sisters and the wise old sea creatures about humans and their ways. She learned that humans had souls that lived forever, unlike merfolk, who turned to foam upon death. Ariel's longing for the prince grew, and she made up her mind to become human herself. She sought out the sea witch, Ursula, who lived in a dark and murky cave. Ursula agreed to grant Ariel's wish, but demanded her voice in return. If Ariel couldn't make the prince fall in love with her and marry her, she would belong to Ursula forever. Ariel agreed to the deal and was transformed into a human. She found herself on the shore, with legs in place of her fishtail. But she could no longer speak. The prince found Ariel and took her to his palace, believing her to be the one who saved him. Though Ariel couldn't speak, she and the prince spent many happy days together, and the prince grew to love her. But the prince was betrothed to another princess from a neighboring kingdom, and Ariel's time was running out. Desperate to keep her prince, Ariel went to the wedding ship, but her attempts to stop the ceremony failed. Heartbroken, Ariel returned to the sea. Her sisters told her that they had made a deal with Ursula. If Ariel killed the prince with a magical dagger, she could return to her mermaid form. But Ariel couldn't bring herself to harm the prince, even to regain her former life. As the dawn broke, Ariel threw herself into the sea. Instead of turning to foam, she felt herself lifted up by the spirits of the air. They told her that because of her selflessness, she had earned an immortal soul. From then on, Ariel watched over the prince from the sky, helping those in need and earning her place among the daughters of the air. And so, the little mermaid's love and sacrifice earned her a reward greater than she could have ever imagined.